Best defensive player: Chris Jones, T.J. Watt, Micah Parsons, or Nick Bosa.
Ooh,
I'll
I wish
start.
my
I'll start this one. I'll start this one. I don't think it's any of them. I really don't think it's any of them, but I'll entertain the question first, and I'll tell you who I think it actually is. I'm gonna say Micah Parsons, just because out of all three of those guys, I feel like Micah Parsons plays all over the formation. I think, Nick Bosa's not going to move off his end spot. TJ Watt's not going to move much off his end spot. Chris Jones is going to attack the middle. Those guys are just going to kind of do their thing. They're very good at it. They are the best players in the world at doing their job and doing what they're supposed to do, just getting to the quarterback. But I think Micah Parsons is just such a flex player for that Cowboys team. You could put him in coverage. You could play him at linebacker. You could rush the passer with him. You never know where he's coming from. He flips sides of the field sometimes. He'll be on the left side one time. He'll be on the right side one time. And I think he's just as good as all those players. So if you put a player like that all over the football field, I feel like he's instantly just better. I'll let you. I got a better player, but I'll let you answer that question first.
Be honest with you. The correct answer here, as much as I love Micah Parsons, is TJ Watt. You got to realize you took something away from TJ Watt in what you said. You said he does what he does. No, TJ Watt is a run stopper as well. TJ Watt goes end to end. Like if the run play goes that way, TJ Watt is going to break contain and hustle his butt off to go to the opposite side to make a play on that running back. If the run comes his way, TJ Watt is going to break contain and shut the run down that comes his way. If the run goes up middle, TJ Watt is going to break contain and go get the run and stop the run that's coming middle. And then when you talk about the best pass rusher on this list, it's between TJ, like the best, like if for my money, I needed a sack, who would I go with? TJ Watt, Micah Parsons, or Nick Bosa? I'm taking TJ
I'd
Watt.
probably say TJ Watt as well.
I'm taking TJ Watt off that edge. That boy is a savage, boy. Like, dog, he get to the quarterback. Like I'm like, why is he always getting there? Like, why is he there again? Why is he? You would think Nick Bosa gets there more often.
He's caused like 4 fumbles already this
He's
year.
in no.
Just this year.
TJ Watt is absolutely nuts. Like, it's not.
It could be the
I
only reason why
underestimate.
Nick Bosa won the Defensive Player of the Year. He wasn't here. TJ Watt did not play last year.
Did not play. And I want to say TJ Watt won the Defensive Player of the year
I
prior,
think he
right?
did. I think he did.
Yeah. And when his brother was advocating the year, I think it was like 3 seasons ago, his brother was advocating that he should have won it over Aaron Donald. I was, of those people that was like, what? Like, yeah, I know the numbers look good, but Aaron Donald is dealing with double teams, triple teams. Like, this don't even
No,
compare.
Aaron
Like,
Donald does both too. He's a better run stopper, obviously, than TJ Watt. So, because he plays the inside, that's just the position he plays. That's what he's
he
supposed to
is,
do.
but he, yeah, yeah.
Linemen, most inside linemen don't sack the quarterback a lot. They're more for run stop. The edges are the ones that usually get the sacks. Aaron Donald is like the only guy we like seen that was like so dominant at both. It was just mind-boggling.
Yeah, that's true. But with TJ Watt, I gotta take TJ Watt right now as the best defensive player in the National Football League when you consider, like, I understand what you're saying with Michael Parsons playing coverage sometimes. Like, TJ Watt even gets into coverage at times. Like, it's rare. Only
Yeah,
happens like 4 times a game.
yeah, it's
But
not a lot.
they only be dropping him back. They be dropping him back sometimes in the coverage. And when you say with Michael Parsons, yeah, they drop him in the coverage, but he's not doing anything necessarily elite out there. Like when he gets dropped into coverage, like
You don't really
he's.
have to. You don't really have to. It's
I
his
understand. I'm just
speed.
saying. Though,
It's his
I'm just
speed.
saying. Yeah, no, I'm saying. I'm saying even with the speed, he doesn't. You don't see him making plays necessarily. Like he makes plays. Don't get me wrong when he goes into coverage, but I'm saying it's not in a way where it's just like, oh, let's make sure we avoid exposing Micah Parsons in coverage. Like, no, like if quarterbacks, when they see Micah Parsons out there, if they see a guy can break free of him, they throw them the ball. Like it's not like you don't really worry about a pick from Micah Parsons in coverage, like turnovers from Micah Parsons in coverage. And so it's just I understand what you're saying as far as the versatility. I just want to talk more on what is concrete as to what actually affects the game. Not that he don't affect the game in coverage. Um, TJ Watt to me goes in the end, hustle his butts off. To me, out of all these guys, it's TJ Watt and Micah Parsons who have the highest work ethic. Like
I would agree with you. I don't think Chris Jones and Nick Bosa even deserve to be in that conversation. I don't,
I won't go
and I'm
that far.
biased. I'm biased. No,
I won't go.
I'm saying when we're talking top two, I just don't think it. I just don't think it's them. They're phenomenal. Like, they're phenomenal football players. I just don't. I don't even think Nick Bosa is the best defensive player on that team.
Who are you saying? It's Hargraves?
No, I think, and that goes to my next point. I don't think the best defensive player is on that list. I believe, and maybe it's my bias talking because it's my favorite position in football. Who did I
Warner?
tell you? Who did I tell you was my favorite football player of all time?
So you're talking about Warner.
But tell the people who is my favorite
Your
football player of
favorite,
all
your
time.
the linebacker for the 49ers
Ole
when
Miss. Out of Ole Miss.
when when Harbaugh was coaching them. Um
Where's 52?
yeah, I know. What's his first name start with?
Patrick.
Oh, Pat. Yeah, Pat. Yeah. Well, I said his first name. What does his first name start with?
Oh, sorry.
But yeah,
Patrick Willis. That's my
Patrick Wood.
favorite. So I don't know if it's I think Fred Warner is the best player the best defensive player in football right now. I think he is underrated. I can't tell you if you run his way, he's not missing a tackle. He goes end to end. He covers wide receivers. I can't tell you the amount of pass breakups and tipped balls that have turned to interceptions just this year. You can't throw it in the middle of the field. He'll knock it out of your hands. He plays coverage. Yes, they see you. They've been using him on blitzes this year. I think he's obviously the best. To me, he's obviously clearly the best linebacker in football. But when we're talking about best player and what that dude can do he plays coverage like a corner. I saw him chase CD Lamb down in the playoffs last year, and I thought that was just insane. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that
He
play.
chased CD Lamb on a go route. He chased CD Lamb and broke up a pass on a go route last year.
I think I remember that. Yeah, I think I remember that. I think I remember that.
Like, this dude is different. I'm not even joking, King. The next time you watch a 49ers game, just watch him on defense the whole game.
I do.
I know.
I
No,
do.
not. Yeah, but there's so much to
I do.
watch on that team. There's so
No,
much.
no, no, no,
There's
no,
no way you're
no.
just watching Fred
I
Warner.
do. I do. I do. Trust me. All right, like let me tell you. Let me tell you. I'm a big I'm a big Fred Warner fan.